Hi, good evening. Welcome to Ubuntu Sports. It's a special edition of Ubuntu Sports today. Now, we'll be hosting the game for Zambia versus Tunisia, and this is in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And to join me on this match build-up, I've got Lawrence. Lawrence, good evening.
Good evening, Ruben.
Good to see you. Good evening, Lamek, and welcome to match build-up for Zambia versus Tunisia.
Good evening, Jerome, and good evening, Lawrence. And I'm happy to be here. We talk Copper Queens today.
Let's start with you, Lawrence. Before we talk about this game, let's talk about the Cameroon game, the first game for Zambia. How can you analyze that game? How was the performance by our national team?
That game, I think we really focused so much on defending, and defending we did, which is important, and collected the 1 point. Though I think going forward, that should not be our mentality for this game and for the games that will come in the future. What I'm saying this is that it was rare to even see Zambia on their offense, and match statistics of for that game will tell you that probably Zambia only went on the offense and hit on goal just a couple of times, which is not so good. But it is good that we collected that one vital point, and I think this game is also the determining factor because we are facing a very strong Tunisian side, and I think Togo is the much easier side in this group to beat. And looking at we picking up 1 point from Cameroon as a plus actually, and if we can manage to get something from this game and get something and at least beat Togo, we should be good. We should be good to go.
All right, thanks. Lamek, let me come to you. How was the game between Zambia and Cameroon?
So, the game between Zambia and Cameroon, it was a very beautiful display from the Zambia women's national team. One thing everyone needs to note as we talk about the women's national team, look, the team lacked about 6 crucial players in that team that have been unwell over the last couple of months. Others, as far as a year now, we have Rhoda Chileshe in holding midfielder, we have Mary Makapila in midfield, we have Helen Mubanga, we have Rachel Nachula, we have Barbara Banda, we have Rachel Kundanandi. These are key players. These are starters to the team. They bring a lot of depth to the team. So the coach has had to work really hard to find replacements for his girls. Unfortunately, in that game, we did not have Otumba Oseke, who's standing number 9 when Barbara is not around, and Rachel Kundananji is not around, and Siomara Mapepa, who was a top scorer in the women's league recently. She's been fantastic, and she managed to solidify a place in the team. She's one player who's crucial to the team. These players were out due to suspension. They accumulated the yellow cards as in the qualifiers. So when you look at the collective effort from the girls, look, it was a fantastic display. Cameroon is no small team. They are second in Africa. They're a big team. Look, they have players such as Ajara, one of the best players on the continent. But we had Margaret Belemu, Martha Tembo, who managed to keep these girls at bay and helped us pick a point. It was a big result for Zambia. We could have scored because we went forward a couple of times and then we managed to threaten. Had the girls just been a little composed in attack and maybe just played 1-2 passes in attack, we could have managed to break the Cameroon defense down and picked up a result. But for me, a point is very big. It's a big point. So what we need to do is pick a result today and then wait for the Togo game. The Togo game should be something that we need to play after we've qualified. We don't need to go to the Togo game with a lot of pressure because Togo is a team that is coming up. They are, yes, in as much as they lost, but them qualifying to the tournament says a lot about them. For Tunisia, if we look at Tunisia is a team that they beat Equatorial Guinea. And mind you, this Equatorial Guinea side that was beaten by Tunisia is one of the few teams that have managed to win the Women's Africa Cup. Apart from Nigeria, we also have Equatorial Guinea. So this is no underdog in Tunisia is no underdog, but I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful of a positive results today.
All right. So Lamek, we're playing against a team which is currently topping the group. How much pressure is it on the Zambian side?
A lot of pressure going into this game. Look, and going into this game, we may not have our key players like the Barbara Bandas, the Rachel Kundananjis, but two changes have been made. Avel Chitundu has been rested. Meli Wilombe has also been rested for Chumba Oseke and Siomala Mapepa. And the hope is that these two girls that have come in will give us depth when we go forward. Siomala is a very good left-footed forward. Ochumba is very good with hold-up play. And we have Grace, who's able to hit those balls from far. For me, the approach to the game should just be we play a cautious game and try and catch this Tunisian team on the counter attack. Let's defend as deep as possible and then try to pick a result. You know, even a point wouldn't be bad. What we want is just not to concede. We don't want to concede because if we concede, it will be more difficult. So we don't want to play an open game. We don't have the best players on the team, but the players that are there today are good enough to represent the country. That is why they have been picked. So what we do, we play a cautious game and then pick a result. You know, we are going to have our breaks. You know, we can have a counter-attack break. Let us just use our chances. But for 80-60% of the match, let us hold back. Let us sit back and hold back and, you know, read the game as a coach reads the game. Then we see when we get our break, we can manage to pick a result. It's possible.
All right, thanks. Lawrence, confirm the starting 11 for Zambia tonight. Just confirm for us who is in the starting 11 tonight.
Okay, we have Hazel Nali in goal as always, and Lucio Mwemba, Misozi Zulu, Margaret Belemu, Ochumba Oseke Luvanji back, Grace Chanda, who also happens to be the captain, Siomala Mapepa, and we have Everin Katongo, Martha Tembo, Irene Lungu, and Agnes Musase back as well. So I think this is probably the best 11 that we can field at this tournament as things stand, and we hope for the best. Meanwhile, the Tunisian lineup has Jabrani Sulaima in goal, Chaima Alabasi, who is also the captain, Rania Aoina, Ella Kabachi, Sabrine Mamei, Sabrine Elozi, Mariam Hauji, Gada Ayadi, Imen Trodi, Samia Ouni, and Shirin Lamti starting up for them.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, Lamek, how important is Ochumba Oseke Luvanji, knowing that Barbara Banda is not playing in this game? Sorry, Lamek, we can't get you. Is your mic muted?
Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying is when you look back at the game we played against Cameroon, what we lacked in that team was somebody to hold up play. Somebody we can give the ball and we go and find it. This is what Ochumba brings to the game. She's somebody we can rely on. She has very good height. She's good with holding up play. So we can play the ball to her. She can help us as a lone striker up front. She can be helped by Grace Chanda, who play number 10, and Siomala Mapepa on the wing. So going forward, at least we have some firepower going forward. He's able to score goals. We have Siomala, who's very lethal when it comes to, you know, one-on-one situations. Then she's able to score very good goals for the team. So for me, I think at this tournament, you know, this is the best we have. And when we look at the depth on the bench, you know, we have players such as Maweta Chilenga, highly talented player, very talented. We have Avel Chitundu, who's just been rested. What we just need is the coach to continue preaching the same things. And the other thing that we need is more confidence from the girls. They're quite talented. Look at Ivra and Susan Katongo. Very talented midfielder. She just needs to be a little confident when we get the ball. This is what we need. This is the only thing we need. We just need to be confident when we get the ball so that we are able to utilize the ball in dangerous areas. Because if we're not confident, we'll lose the ball. And if we continue losing the ball, it will be very difficult to break down that Tunisia team. It's a solid team. It's a well put together team. But for Zambia, we can do it. You know, for the biggest time we've been underdogs, but for this time, the Copa Queens, it's Copa Queens forever. We'll probably get a result today. I'm very hopeful and I'm positive that we're getting a result today.
All right. Let me, James, put you on the spot. Lawrence, what's your prediction for the game?
Okay, I think first and foremost, I must make mention that I expect the girls to play the Zambian way. I always say this, the Zambian way, where we have the ball on the ground and try to break from with passes and all that. It was a little bit of a disappointment for me in the previous game where I saw the girls trying to hit long balls in front against the well-built Cameroonian side last time around. But this time around, I think let's make mention that the Tunisians have got quick feet, and I expect Zambia to cope with that, and that's a kind of challenge we would relish any day or all the time. So I expect a scoring draw. I think that is what I expect in this game, a scoring draw, and I see Tunisia actually fighting so hard to come back because I feel Zambia will score first. That's my prediction.
All right, that's your prediction. A draw. Lamek, what's your prediction for this game?
So I'm giving it 2-1 to the Copa Queens. Zambia will beat Tunisia by 2-1.
All right. That would only mean one of my favorite players scoring, that is Ochumba Oseke.
She will likely score, but I'm giving it 2-1 to Zambia. I'm very hopeful. The girls will do it. The girls will make us proud.
Okay, how important is Grace Chand as the captain?
Look, yeah. Grace was the top scorer in the Olympic qualifiers. She scored about 8 goals. Look, when we don't have Barbara, we don't have Rachel Kundananji, we don't have Rachel Nachula, we don't have Helen Muwanga. Look, our shoulders, we put Grace on our Grace. All our hopes, we put them on Grace. She's an important pillar of the team. For her to be picked captain in that team with other players who have the experience to play, that have played at other tournaments for the Copa Queens, says a lot about her pedigree. What she brings to the game, she brings a lot of depth to the national team. So our expectations right now are with Grace. Once she gets a chance, everybody knows it. Even the Tunisians know it. When she gets a chance near the box or in the box, we may count it as a goal. So this is a player that she's the rock of the team currently. So for me, I'm just getting at the level where I'm getting the euphoria because the match is about to kick off.
The match is about to kick off indeed, Lamek. I hope our captain will manage because there's a lot of pressure for the girls. The politics that is all over social media concerning Barbara Banda. People can't just stop talking about it and rally behind the girls. Lamek.
Look, unfortunately, our football has been infested by a lot of politics. People are looking for who to blame. Others want to blame CAF. CAF brings out a statement. Others want to blame FAS. But FAS being the parent in this whole thing, they shoulder the blame. Even when the blame is not, we cannot blame them because it was out of their control. Because players have their own rights,
Yep.
Rights to privacy, rights to undergo procedures, rights to do, to take if they given drugs or anything. So, look, it's the issue is just beyond me, beyond FAS, beyond CAF. But we are just hopeful that we can have her back as soon as possible. After the tournament, we can have her back for future tournaments. But for now, let's just keep hoping the players that are available. Complaining, shooting at fast, shooting at calf, won't bring Barbara back in the team. Let's just focus on supporting the girls so that they pick a positive result at the Africa Cup and so that they qualify for the World Cup. This is what we want. She's currently in Morocco with the team. So what we need is
start and
for us to
see
just continue supporting the team.
going to the next stage.
All right, the game is about to start. Lamek, to
Figure
our
on the
viewers,
Continentals was
please
charging
don't
us
forget
please.
to give us a prediction,
Play
and we'll meet at the halftime. For now, we go
18
live
Africa
for the game.
Richard official in today's game, where we are going to witness the game between Zambia and the battle for might and weight here. High flying Carthage Eagles of Tunisia looking to Zambia, who were resilient and shielded off any threat that the Cameroonians were going to bring at them in the game. He ended goalless, and of course he ended the point there as they charge forward with the ball into the box. Once again, it has to be well cut out beautifully. It's a lovely run there from the Zambians, especially Chanda was operating from the left wing there, and she's hoping at least she can use that Zambians. It's a lovely piece of work. Now get the necessary support they need. Meantime, Namti has been fouled. Both sides trying to have a lot of players up front to lead the attacking role, so elude offer some bite and ensure that the Zambians wouldn't have a field day. Ooh, that's going to be very painful there. It's a bit of a notch there on Evimba.
You can see the way the Zambia team, they're trying to use the left hand side because they have the likes of Opampe there, the one that she missed the last game. So they're trying to attack from the.
Well, the Zambians did speak about Marama Pepe, who just missed the game there together with Chumbo Seke. The players were suspended but back in their starting role, interestingly, and how they expected to play their part in helping Zambia, get a very vital and a positive result in the game among themselves. Abasi and Una holding the backline pretty well for the Tunisians. Meantime, there's going to be some chase for the ball, and you see a little bit of legs up behind the ball anytime the Zambians lose possession. They do get themselves back again to pick it up because they don't want to be crowded in there and not give.
On defense, close the gap as soon as possible. They don't want to give any space to the Tunisian team because they know the striker can be really dangerous. So if they can prevent the midfielders from supplying the striker, so that would be a win for them.
Kabachi tries this one from long range and well collected there by the Zambian goalkeeper Nali. Well, a good strike there from the Tunisians, and not wasting much time in terms of what they want to tell almost everybody here. They made the intentions clear with that effort. Any little space they find, they want to take advantage of it. Bit scrappy at the moment.
I think this is what happens when you haven't played each other before. You're trying to size each other. This is what is actually happening right now.
Well, Zambia with the opportunity to move forward now, with a chance now to shoot. Ball sent to the right hand side, and now it's been shot feebly. Pretty much poor for Muchamba.
That was a nicely team. Unfortunately, there was no power on the shot.
Was that he was going to really take advantage of almost every effort to be able to get there. The Red Arrows played one match at the 2018 edition. Zambia now stringing lovely passes together. Here comes Pepe. Support comes through for the captain for the side, Chanda. Lets the ball in. Zambia could have opportunity once again. And this time it's been headed wide. And they see plenty of the balls there. The Zambians quality play once again coming through from Zulu.
That was a good play from them. They actually find the space, use the weight, cross the ball perfectly well. Unfortunately, the finish wasn't that good enough.
Mizozi Zulu plays a club football in Turkey. First WAFCON was back in 2014 edition. Has experience of playing the UEFA Women's Champions League, scored in an unfortunate own goal versus Morocco in a warm-up match before the WAFCON here. And now she got a chance to find a way to hit the back of the net, but the header goes wide. Pretty good start there for the Zambians in today's game. Well, they were able to test themselves, the Copa Queens, against the Atlas Lionesses in a match that ended in a draw, with Chanda scoring for the Zambians while Zulu scored an own goal. While Pepe, Mwapi also called upon other overseas-based players in the squad. Nasel Nali, Margaret Belemu, Mizozi Zulu, and Grace Chanda, all of them. Yeah, the lineup that we'll see the side coming in. And well, the CAF awards will be coming up pretty shortly, and Zambia do have Grace Chanda, and we'll have to find a way to see if they can win these awards for the side. Meanwhile, the Tunisians were looking to find space, but Musasi was able to clear her lines. She's making the announcement about Richard Kunandenji and after Grace Chanda getting the chance to be shortlisted in the nominees there for the Women's Player of the Year. Tell you what, Tunisia also do have Miriam Hauchi and Sabrine Eloji also shortlisted for the same award. So let's see who amongst the four is going to be in the finals to pick it up. Here we go. Well, the Tunisians finding space, unlocking the midfield of the Zambians. But again, you're expecting to see the likes of Lungu and Chanda swapping positions and moving up front.
I think the battle is still in the midfield. Somebody have to win it there, and then try to give good pass at the third half, which the Zambians they're not doing right now. Both teams are kind of worried, so they have to relax when they get to the third half and try to go behind the defense line.
Well, the match against the Cameroonians, you have Katongo and Wilumbe and Lungu holding things in midfield, and now it's changed with Lungu, Chanda. Katongo doing the job there, except to say that Wilumbe is on the bench today. The explosive start by the Tunisians against Togo seemed to be unavailable today, as the Zambians have been able to push and allow them to get the opportunity to move in there. And this time, it's going to be scrappy once again in the 80-yard box, expecting some bit of a hitting the trigger. But unfortunately, that's not a story there. But Chumba couldn't sort her feet out.
She's one of the prolific players on this team. Unfortunately, it didn't go well the way she expected it to go. These things happen in football. It really happen in football. So hopefully she gets it right in the next opportunity she gets.
Introduction into the starting lineup, providing positive results there for the Copa Queens, Oseko Chumba. At least twice she's got a chance in the box and then to pull the trigger. She's not been able to do that, and so they're still looking to find a way. But just feeling impressed with the way the Zambians are trying to get some shots at goal against the Tunisians. They are not overawed by the speed of the Tunisians, and they did speak about how they know that the Tunisians' attack will be very important in today's game, but they will try as much as possible to hold their own, just as they did against Cameroon.
Yeah, the Zambia team, they are really good in all areas. You hardly find a weak point to attack them. The way they fall back when they lose ball possession is really impressive.
Chumba is always a target. She's able to get the ball, gets a free kick.
Each team they always look for the target, the best players on the pitch. It's so easy to figure that out because they want the ball to be on their feet all the time. Because they can actually make things happen anytime on the pitch.
Lovely way of spreading play, Zambia. Tempo. Chanda. Good play. Good turn again for the Zambia. So what a pass was. Well cut up by the left full back for the Tunisians. Oni. The Zambians in total control right now. Squeezing some passes through the midfield and trying to get the attackers to move in. But it's been Chanda who's been effective and weaving away and trying to find out space and freeing out to Chumba.
Yeah, they've been really looking for the space on the other side. I think they were able to break the defense line. But again, the last pass always disappointed. Hopefully they will sort it out soon.
Thrown by Yandi. Gets a return of the ball by Yandi, the right foot back, and she gives the ball away. But again, it has to be a very strong challenger from Oni. The back line of the Tunisians made up of Bassi and Oni really effectively working hard. They only conceded 1 goal so far in the competition. Again, Ayadi trying to work things out in Mame.
It's kind of really impressive to see like both teams are using 2 defensive midfielders. That's to show that the games are like really important for both teams. So I don't think any team want to let out right now.
Both sides have spoken about the threats each team possesses in this competition. The Tunisians have spoken about the defensive work of the Zambians. The Zambians have also said how attacking-minded Tunisians are. And so now it's going to be a free kick and a very good position there for the North Africans.
That's a dangerous area right there.
Also, the tackle just was against Kabachi, the 7th shirt, Ella Kabachi. Plays a club football in France. She's to a Tunisian father and a Nigerian mother. Former Paris Saint-Germain player. She scored a hat-trick in a 6-2 win over Egypt in Cairo.
I don't think anyone wants Kabashi in front of that goal because she's one of the star players in the team.
Well, this is why you have the veteran goalkeeper there, Hazel Nali, who's playing in club football in Istanbul. Turkish side, 18 Fatan Sport. There's a free kick here. And the right-footed one will be drilled into the far post and goes wide again. The quality delivery into the box there, but again, Hazel Nali trying to have a word there, and you could see the performance and again the delivery from the Tunisians.
The idea was there, but the ball was too high.
Well, these are moments where you have to listen to your goalkeeper, and so Hazel Nali brings a lot of experience on board. She won the Women's Super Division League title before moving to abroad in 2020. She spent time in Israel as well, Hapoel Beersheva, before moving to Turkey. Also played 2014 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup and made a senior debut back in October 2014. Her first WAFCON was in 2014 edition. She enjoyed a fine season at Hapoel Beersheva in Israel last season and is currently on the books of Turkish side Fatih Vatanspor.
I think she has actually she had like over 4 clean sheets now. She's really doing well in her club. I'm so excited for her because these are the things we want to see young goalkeepers moving abroad to get more experience and then showcase the we having the best competition in Africa. She can come back and showcase these things here.
Well, she had another clean sheet against Cameroon as well in the first game.
Yeah.
And hoping to have the same in the game today.
The good thing for her is that she has impressive defenders. So for the Tunisia to go past the defender before they get to her. So the way she commands her area is very impressive to watch also.
Here comes Pepe. Goes to not able to control the ball well. Allow the Tunisians to pick up the pieces. Tembo losing possession. The Carthage Eagles again struggling to keep the momentum right there, allowing the Zambians to come out with some decisions in midfield. Oh, lovely. Now it is going to be the Tunisians looking for space here. And the referee says play must continue. The Tunisians were hoping it's going to be a foul in their favor just in front of the 18-yard box.
You can see the way that the Zambia women's team, you can see the way they drop quickly. So this is something else that the Tunisian, when they are moving the ball, they have to move the ball really quick. Otherwise, the Zambia will come back and defend.
Well, that's the foul there, Belemu on Chudi. The referee didn't really see that as a foul here. Bit of a concern there for the Zambians to have their centre back Musasi, who's got to ground there. She might have picked up an injury here. Agnes Musasi plays for Green Buffaloes, played at the 2018 edition. She's been pretty much solid at the back there for the side. And now she goes to ground. I'm not too sure what the injury situation is, but will be a problem there for the coach Bruce Mwape. They're expecting the team to pick up their paces. A win here definitely would set the group pretty much very open for the teams in there. Already seen the Tunisians with 3 points. It's just a point between Zambia and Cameroon. Togo yet to pick up any point. They come up against Cameroon later on today, but now it's goalless between Zambia and Tunisia.
Yeah, I think this is really important game for the Zambia women's team because, like you said, if they win now, the group is going to be open because Cameroon they actually missed their chances in the last game. I don't think it's something they want to do this time in their upcoming game.
They have a lot of faith in their coach, the Zambian team, Bruce Mwape. After the 2014 edition, the Copper Queens made a return to continental football a year later, and he had to lead them to a first ever Kosova Women's Cup final. Meantime, it is the Copper Queens who are trying to find speed on the right wing, and again, ball goes off the line. It's going to be a throw-in. Not the best of control.
Kotobo was unable to get to the ball, but that was a good pass.
Good win here. Tunisia on the ascendancy as they try to push the ball down to the right-hand side and looking for space to shoot here from this angle. And this shot certainly is not able to beat the goalkeeper, Caroline Jardnali. Well, the effort will be applauded. The effort will be very exciting one. Mami with that strike here for Tunisia.
It was a good effort from. It was a good effort.
Chanda also has the space. Chanda! And again, effort also very feeble to also threaten the goalkeeper. Jabrani Sulama. Grace Chanda, also in Kazakhstan, scored the equalizer against Morocco in a warm-up match in June that ended 1-0. Scored twice for Zambia against Cameroon in Yaoundé during the 2020 Olympic qualifying tournament that saw Zambia edge Cameroon for a place in Tokyo on away goals.
She was actually the top striker for highest goal scorer for the Olympic qualifiers, which is really good.
Grace Chanda really scooped the Zambian Women's League Best Player of the Season award and the Top Scorer of the Year award, scoring 35 goals in 26 games in February. Exploiting a professional contract with Kazakhstan champions Kazakhet, where she has made an instant mark winning the Women's Cup with the team. And so when you see her with the ball explosively when she's pushing forward, So it's going to be a threat for any team that's want to deal with her.
I think so too, because these are the kind of players you don't want to see them take a shot in front of you, because they can surprise you at any time. And that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to surprise the goalkeepers from afar.
Here comes the right back, Ayandi, for Tunisia. She's been fouled there by Pepe, and the referee for Mauritius having some word there with Pepe, who's just making a return to the game after a suspension. She hasn't really been an impactful player in the game there. She's committed this particular foul there against Ayandi. An extension of the arm there. We did see that coming off in the game yesterday, where Uganda did lose against Morocco with a penalty because of the extension of the arm in the box.
Yeah, you have to keep your arm. You cannot use your arm to like approach your opponent.
What deliver into the box again. Still, Tunisia would have the space here to hit this ball into the box. Just looking for a handball call there, wouldn't be given to them. As they try to push forward again, Kabachi.
You can see the way the Zambia teams are just together. The Tunisia team, they hardly find space. There's no gap between the defense and the midfielders. So they have to find another option to try to beat this defense team.
Arnie. The referee sees a foul there halfway the line and calls it in favor of Tunisia.
Kabachi wasn't impressed there. She was expecting the referee to allow the game to go on, because they actually have a good opportunity there to continue.
First yellow card of the
She has to be really careful now. Really careful.
We're halfway through the first half, and already she's in the books of the referee Lungu. The Green Buffaloes player who scored in the 5-0 win over Equatorial Guinea in 2018. Already she's not impressed with the yellow card given to her captain.
Which is not something that players really want to be poking them in that edge right now.
Well, they've been trying to give a lot of balls away to the Tunisians, who effectively had to lift this ball into the box and looking for some bit of an energy in there to deal with it, but they get a corner. To be able to possess the ball pretty well, the Tunisians once again, anytime they have to lift the ball into the box, they expect another white shirt to deal with it. They were able to weave and win against Togo. Lucidity, audacity, efficiency in a massive dose of talent was how the Tunisians were described after that an emphatic statement and a big win against the Togolese. Frustrating the effort in terms of their defensive setup. I think it's working effectively for the Zambians.
Yes.
Here they go again, the Carthage Eagles. Here comes the space. Is their tempo here. She's been pretty much busy this afternoon trying to control things. Lungu sends it back to tempo again, putting her some bit of a pressure. Again, it was a defensive pass there, which of course you're not expecting that to be coming out there from the midfielders. Sends it in, Ayandi gets it back for Tunisia.
Zambia is just using the left-hand side. It would be nice to see them switch play I know they have like the best player on the left hand side and Shanda. I would like to see like a different varieties in this game to surprise the Tunisia team.
Now trying to spread play. Chanda gets it, swears it, and Chuma was supposed to pick the ball. Resetting the ball here. But again, it's been dealt with. And calmly, the Tunisians will have to send the ball back in.
You can see Shanda, she's moving like a free player right now. She's going from left to right, trying to open the defense line.
And here they come again. Push the ball to the right hand side. It's still Zambia. Chanda pushing in, wriggling away. Lovely play, and this time it's again shot feebly.
That was a good move from the Zambia women national team. But again, the pace. There's no force on the ball. They have to find more pace on the ball if they want to get there.
What a pass! What a space it is! But again, Kabachi picks it up here from Mami. Ball sent to the right side again. It's going to be picked up quite well. Not enough pressure, no force on the ball. We haven't seen enough runs there from these players, and Pepe again has not been able to contribute enough in the game. I was expecting her to exert some bit of energy in the attacking play of Zambia. Pepe has been pretty much quiet in the day. And then that's the foul there on Namti. Here comes Oni, the left back, to deliver the ball into the box again for the Tunisians, and the wall's been formed there for the Copper Queens. Oni here lifts the ball to the far post again. It's Nali who has to deal with it, and collects it beautifully. Positioning was pretty tight for her. She was able to deal with no pressure on the ball as well.
She looks really composed. She's, like I said earlier, she's really composed, commanding that area. Even before this action, the way she caught the ball and the distribution of the ball was really excellent.
A lovely pass here, but again, that's just too tight there for. We have to deal with it.
I think the last 5 minutes now, the Tunisian women, they're taking command in the midfield. I think it's something the Zambia they have to watch out for.
Yantep born in Tunisia, 6 goals in qualifying, including a hat-trick. 27 years old, striker finished as a top joint scorer with 6 goals during the 2022 WAFCON qualifying series. Well, incidentally, she's the top scorer in the Turkish. It's the fastest goal in the competition now.
Side, so they played the ball and they scored.
Bruce Marpi shooting as instructions and trying to get the team to a little bit work with the ball and put themselves in any awkward position. Here comes the Chumba, lovely pass here to Zumari Pepe, and shoves it forward. She goes to the ground. It's going to be a penalty for Zambia. It is. It's been given. They tried, they fought, and then it's been given. Zambia gets a penalty. Rania Una committing that blunder in the box and giving Zambia the penalty. And now the fans here who are supporting Zambia are excited. And what I tell you about the speed of Zimara Mapepe, the moment she came out, yes.
That is what you want to see, like the team, the Zambia, the women's team. They're very straightforward, very pacey team. That was a good one. I'm sure they missed her in the first game, and this is what she brought to the team.
Well, she came out saying she didn't commit any foul there. Unfortunately, the referee had already taken it. Rania Onia, who plays the club football in France, giving Zambia an opportunity to go ahead in the game. They needed Mapepe. They needed her speed, and that's the reason she was brought into the starting lineup. And just as she got a chance, she was able to also deliver. And now giving the team the opportunity to go ahead against the Carthage girls. It could be the first time in this competition that the Zambians will be able to say that, yes, they got a chance to score a first goal in the tournament in Group B. And a win for them will certainly be opening up the group as well. Meantime, it's an injury concern there for Mapepe, who has been able to produce something spectacular there for the side. And a huge chance for her, and she's able to...
Indeed, you see why they missed her in the first game, that she didn't play. You can see the pace, and she was very direct. This is how the Zambians, this is how they play their football. Hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully she'll be okay there. So it'll be taken by Yoseke Ochumba. Just now going to be the one to take this penalty there for the Copper Queens, who are looking to score the first score in the competition, who are looking to go ahead in the first game, and the second game, I should say, in this competition. I tell you what, there's a nervy moment there for the Tunisians. They wish this ball had not hit the back of the net, but they're hoping Ochumba should be able to miss it. But the Copper Queens are hoping again that this one will be able to give them the edge over the Tunisians. Well, the fans just can't wait for the referee to whistle and say that this time will be time for Ochumba. Ochumba goes in, and this time Ochumba, it's a plus wide. Would you believe this? Real chance for the Copper Queens, and Ochumba just amazingly blasted wide over the roof there. And so the scoreline still remains Zambia 0, Tunisia 0.
What a miss. They have to lean. She has to lean on the ball. Lean on the ball. She was. You can see her body, the way her body was up there. Unfortunately, they missed a great opportunity to go ahead.
What a chance! What a chance there for Zambia. The very first time they've been given an opportunity to take the lead, and they've been missing that chance. And it's amazing how the attacking player just blasted the ball on top of the roof there.
Sometimes the nerves can take the best of you, you know. Hopefully she won't allow that to kill the momentum they have right now. They have to keep going.
Ochumba. Tunisia here. Kabachi drops the ball down to Mame. And again, it's a poor pass to the striker. Beginning to have some words there with Mame, talking about the fact that it should have been a forward pass, not a backward pass, because then she was trying to sort herself out by moving forward to get the ball. Ayandi with a throw. Algie.
You can see the relief from the Tunisian women's team after they lost the opportunity to score. So now they're out to play again.
Jamara Mapepe again, surging forward. Ochumba, that's well to win it. Ochumba still moving. We're trying to pick the decision there from the referee. No, Chanda. Well, the issue here is that the Tunisians were complaining that the ball had to cross the line, so it's going to be a throw-in, but the assistant referee did not raise the flag, and so he had to play by the whistle.
The ball had to go out fully. It's not like part of the ball have to go out. So they have to understand that.
And Pepe's ball into the box again. The Tunisians under some bit of pressure now with the Copper Queens moving forward, and it is Chanda with a chance in the ball. Chanda drags the ball back and looking for the forward run. And interestingly, it's been chances upon chances missing by the Copper Queens tempo here. Ball into the box, and it's been headed down. Well cut out beautifully there by the Copper Queens once again.
You can see the spirit from this from Copper Queens, the way they are playing, even though they missed the opportunity, they couldn't chance to be one up front. They are still pressing. They're still pressing the Tunisians.
Forward pass, looking for the run again of the attacking player there for the Tunisians. She's always missing the Miriam Mauch. It's been the Copper Queens who have been dictating the pace now. They've had about 39% of their balls on the right-hand side of attack there. A little over 18% in the middle third of the field, but seen plenty of the balls in the half of Jumara Mapepe, 41% of possession over there. And you can see Mapepe again moving forward. And again, there's going to be another clash of players there. And, well, the referee seeing that as a foul there, the goalkeeper came out, but the ball really hadn't moved into the 18-yard box. And Chanda clutching of the goalkeeper.
I think it's a really bad idea for players to go into goalkeepers because they're coming with full force. So, in as much as they might get injured, I think sometimes it's even more for the players to get hurt.
Well, in your heydays, Richard, you did find yourself in awkward positions like this. And so what would be the first thinking of a goalkeeper coming out knowing that the ball wasn't really going to get to her?
So all we think about is just to make save. So it doesn't matter what is in front of us. So that's why it's really dangerous when players come close to goalkeepers, because we're coming with full force and there's nothing that is going to stop us because all eyes is just on the ball.
In time is an injury concern there for the Tunisian goalkeeper who is currently down there and needed medical attention. Slama Jabrani, also a Turkish-based player, played for Suez before moving to Turkey. But what a chance it was there for the Copper Queens to go up by goal to nil. They were given a penalty and they're missing that by the top player, Chumba. Okay, and we'll be asking questions as to why the ball was blasted wide over there when they could have gone for placement.
If you raise the body up, the ball is going where the body is, so they have to lean on the ball. They have to find the space to put the ball. The goal is very wide and big. I don't know why sometimes people just kick the ball. They think they're trying to move away from the goalkeeper from saving the ball. You have to pick your spot and then place the ball there.
I've seen 55% of the balls in the middle third of the field there for the Carthage Eagles, and just 48% of it are going for the Copper Queens. And so it's been interesting in terms of how the players have been able to circulate the ball just in the midfield line and not being able to push it forward and get the attackers to have a go at it. But oftentimes when it does happen, we did see some dangerous moves there. We did see Uchumba, we did see Grace Chamba also coming in that effort there. And we've seen the attacking players of Tunisia also doing the same, especially when balls are whipped in for Eluji, Auji, and of course Kabachi. You have to say that you have Mame sitting in midfield, hasn't really seen the space that she gave out against Togo.
Yeah, I think both teams, like when they get to the third half, the opponent half is like a little bit problem. That's why they're in the hurry. They have to like try to find the space behind the back or try to break the defense line, or even if they try to go through the corridor pass, but they just have to find that perfect pass, which they haven't done yet.
Good turn, plotted there for the fans watching the game here. Tembo, Chio sit forward again. It's been cut out beautifully. Lungu. Once again, Zulu was trying to control that pass. He couldn't quite get to it. Katongo giving the ball away.
You can see the Tunisia team, they're trying to stay like a little bit up. They're trying to form this offside trap for the Zambia women's team. I think it would be a big mistake because they are really fast.
But 10 shots here, 3 going to the Zambians, with 7 of that going to the Tunisians. Total shots on target 4, 2 apiece. The shot accuracy really has been 66% of that for the Copper Queens, as compared to 28.6% shot accuracy in here.
I think these are the things that women they have to work on when it comes to finding that target. It has been really poor.
Interestingly, there's been 10 touches in the opposition box, and that's been the Tunisians really looking to find a way here. The referee just gives something, and it's going to be a question to be asked. A penalty has been given to the Tunisians. Well, that was a throw here, and this is where the referee thought it was a handball decision. Well, interesting here. She blocking the shot with the arm, or was she trying to prevent the ball from hitting there? That's the question is going to be asked here. And so there you have it again. And it was a run deep in there. And, ooh, a bit contentious here. But wait to see what the VAR is going to say about that.
Yeah, let's wait for the VAR to see what the decision is going to be. Sometimes it's really difficult to pick the spot.
So that's a strike that came in from the 9-shaded player. So the referee would have to consult the VAR to decide whether that's going to be a penalty. Zabrin Eluji, shortlisted for the CAFA Women's Player of the Year Awards, trying here for the capture of the body of the Zambian centre back, and the referee consulting the VAR, the Mauritius official.
I think it would be really sad if the Zambia get a different decision, because sometimes these players try to keep their hands to themselves, and then
it came off a lower party, and then it's still contentious as to whether it really came off the hand or not. But you see the ball hitting.
I think she tried.
The other part of her body.
She tried to take her hands away. I don't know. Let's see what.
Well, so the referee coming in. I'm not. Again, we're still doubting and seeing what the decision will be. The Mauritius official Maria Rivet decides that is not going to be a penalty.
Yeah, because she tried to take her hands away. So,
well, I think she gives it up for a corner kick. I guess not too sure what the final decision is. Okay, so it's not a corner kick. It's equally decision advantage there for the Zambians, and so we into 2 minutes plus at a time, and that's the decision there.
I think that was a good decision.
Great.
That was a good decision.
Well, the Zambians at the moment thought the ball was going to get into the favor of the Tunisians, but that obviously was ruled out here. Chanda. Good control there from the captain for the Copper Queens. Chanda holding off well. Now ball spread to Tembo on the left side. Gives it to Zimara Mopepe. Trying to go in there again. And she's been dealt with by Yandi, the right back for the Tunisians.
That was a good switch play from Zambia. That was a good play.
trying to use the upper body strength there to win back possession, and it's going to be a foul in favor of the Tunisians here. So we've still been doing just about a minute when the first 25 minutes. We've seen a dramatic scenes here with a penalty decision going the way of the Copper Queens and just blasting that wide Ochumba. And decision that nearly was going in favor of the Tunisians, but VAR ruling that not to be a penalty. There would have been two decisions there through the spot there for both sides. It's been a good start for the Copper Queens, the frustrated effort of Cameroon.
Both teams have been really, really aggressive in the defense line. Nobody's letting out. Nobody wants the defense to be open. And both teams are actually using two defensive midfielders. So somebody have to break the line.
There's a good stop there. Absolutely amazing stop. Doing 2 minutes for the time here. Temple cutting that supply. Yandi also doing same here for Tunisia. Chanda. Good push, Chanda. Spotting the run on the right-hand side. Another lovely ball into the ball. Chomba! Good chance there. Left all alone on Matt. On Chomba just missing this close range effort there for the Copper Queens. But a lovely, lovely cross there coming in from the right-hand side by Zulu. And that was a chance.
That was a good hit. That was a good build-up. That was a good one right there.
That's a lovely build-up. And it was a moment where the Copper Queens thought they were going to get a goal, but there was a good delivery from Mzozi Zulu, who has been around the national team from as far back as 2012 as a teenager, was among the best players for the Zambian women's team, and this time they're going again.
Two glorious chances missed now.
Went down the balls are given to Mzuzi Zulu. She's always ready to hit the ball into the box there. And the right winger, Mzuzi Zulu, was with the team back in the 2014 WAFCON. In 2021, she joined the Turkish Women's Super League side. From Indani Roses on 1 season-long loan deal with an option of extending the contract. She's managed 13 goals, being directly involved in over 40% of the goal scored there by clapping Turkey in Mzuzi Zulu. And that lovely ball there from the right-hand side, looking to pick up Ochumba. And again, she just wasn't able to drill the ball into the back of the net there for the Copper Queens. And so it sums up the effort for the Copper Queens. They have been resilient. They have.
Africa, it's time to celebrate. It's time to see the beautiful game played by the queens of the continent. It's the Women's Africa Cup of Nations live in Morocco. See all the goals, all the exciting moments, all the action, and fall in love with the game all over again. Together, #WeWill. Catch the 2022 Women Africa Cup of Nations Morocco live on SABC Sport channels and SABC radio stations. Proudly brought to you by SABC Sport.
Hopefully we can get that elusive medal and take that monkey off our back. But it's going to be a tough tournament and we have to be ready for every eventuality. But what you can get from Banyana is that effort. What you can get from Banyana is that commitment. What you can get from Banyana is playing until the final whistle. And hopefully we'll get that positive result.
I'm truly honored and grateful for the opportunity and knowing that the girls that are in this squad, they are so competitive and we all have a different style of play.
Risk everything, fear nothing, no regrets. Play hard or don't play at all, and rise to the top. Catch the finest of local talent in the Heritage Rugby, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Live on SABC Sport on GTT Channel 4, OpenView 124, and also available on Telkom 1.
There'll be some of the Zambian fans who are watching this game and expected to help the team producing the qualities that they expect them to have coming into this tournament. Really, it's been an entertaining one, exciting moment for the players as well. With most players abroad who are back home competing, and that's the reason we did see the performance in the first game against the Togolese. They produced what was described as an exciting display. And so welcome everyone. It is Zambia and Tunisia. The Mauritian official in today's game, where we are going to witness the game between Zambia and Tunisia in Group B. And so here we go. It's a north and south battle for might and wit here. High-flying Carthage Eagles of Tunisia looking to maintain and stabilize their altitude in the group after thumping Togo and scoring the fastest goal in the competition. And here they come against the stubborn Copper Queens of Zambia, who were resilient and shaded off any threat. The explosive start by the Tunisians against Togo seemed to be unavailable today, as the Zambians have been able to push and allow them to get the opportunity to move in there. And this time, it's going to be a bit scrappy once again in the 80-yard box, expecting some bit of a hit in the trigger. But unfortunately, that's not a story there. Ochumba couldn't sort her feet out.
She's one of the prolific players on this team. Unfortunately, it didn't go the way she expected it to go. These things happen in football. It really happen in football. So hopefully she gets it right in the next opportunity she gets.
There's a free kick here. And the right-footed one will be drilled into the far post and goes wide again. The quality delivery into the box there. But again, Zil Nali trying to have a word there, and you could see the performance and again the delivery from the Tunisians.
The idea was there, but the ball was too high.
Will be applauded. The effort will be very exciting one. Mami with that strike here for Tunisia.
It was a good effort from. It was a good effort.
Chanda also has the space. Chanda! And again, effort also very feeble to also threaten the goalkeeper. Jabrani Sulama. Grace Chanda, also in Kazakhstan, scored the equalizer against Morocco in a warm-up match in June that ended 1-0. Scored twice for Zambia against Cameroon in Yaoundé during the 2020 Olympic qualifying tournament that saw Zambia edge Cameroon for a place in Tokyo on away goals. And here they come again. Push the ball to the right-hand side. It's still Zambia. Chanda pushing in, wriggling away.
All right, so you are watching Ubuntu Sports, and we are broadcasting the live between the game between Zambia and Tunisia. Lawrence, it's 0-0 during halftime. What's your take so far?
I think we've been the better side of the two. No two ways about it. We've played a very good game. We've created so much chances for ourselves, which we have failed to take. Even add the penalty to it, and we failed to take it. So the only back step in this team right now is the finishing. But everything has worked so far to plan, and we have put Tunisia at bay. That is what was important for this game.
Are you going to stick with your 1-1 draw or a scoring draw, Lawrence?
Actually, at this point in time, I'm thinking if we do not score, then we draw this game 0-0. End of story. I don't see. With the way Tunisia have played, I don't see them scoring, and that's what I can say.
All right. You talked about the penalty, Lawrence. The penalty was missed by Ochumba Oseke Luvanji. Now, do you think the lady or Oseke is going to manage this game, or maybe his confidence levels have come down?
I think she's a professional, and we expect her
it's been given. Zambia gets a penalty. Rami Mauna committing that blunder in the box and giving Zambia the penalty.
Let's watch the penalty again, Lawrence.
Fans here.
That's the penalty we can see.
Zambia excited. And what I tell you about the speed of Zimara Mapepe, the moment she came out, yes.
That is what you want to see, like the team, the Zambia, the women's team. They're very straightforward, very pacey team. That was a good one. I'm sure they missed her in the first game, and this is what she brought to the team.
Oh, she came out saying she didn't commit any foul there. Unfortunately, the referee had already taken it. Rania Onia, who plays the club football in France, gifting Zambia an opportunity to go ahead in the game.
Hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully she'll be okay there. So it'll be taken by Oseke Ochumba. Just now going to be the one to take this penalty there for the Copper Queens, who are looking to score the first score in the competition, who are looking to go ahead in the first game, or the second game, I should say, in this competition. I tell you what, there's a nervy moment there for the Tunisians. They wish this ball had not hit the back of the net, but they're hoping Ochumba should be able to miss it. But the Copper Queens are hoping again that this one will be able to give them the edge over the Tunisians. Well, the fans just can't wait for the referee to whistle and say that this time will be time for Ochumba. Ochumba goes in, and this time Ochumba, it's a plus wide. Would you believe this? Real chance for the Copper Queens, and Ochumba just amazingly blasted wide over the roof there. And so the scoreline still remains Zambia 0, Tunisia 0.
What a miss. They have to lean. She has to lean on the ball. Lean on the ball. You can see her body, the way her body was up there.
Pepe, 41% of possession over there. And you can see Pepe again moving forward. And again, it's going to be another clash of players there. And, well, the referee seeing that as a foul there, the goalkeeper came out, but the ball really hadn't moved into the 18-yard box. And Chanda clutching of the goalkeeper.
I think it's a really bad idea for players to go into goalkeepers because they're coming with full force. So, in as much as they might get injured, I think sometimes it's even more for the players to get hurt.
Well, in your heydays, Richard, you did find yourself in awkward positions like this. And so what would be the first thinking of a goalkeeper coming out knowing that the ball wasn't really going to get to her?
So all we think about is just to make save. So it doesn't matter what is in front of us. So that's why it's really dangerous when players come close to goalkeepers, because we're coming with full force and there's nothing that is going to stop us because all eyes is just on the ball.
Good push, Chanda. Spotting the round on the right-hand side. Another lovely ball into the ball. Chumba! Good chance there. Left all alone on Matt. But Chumba just missing this close range there for the Copper Queens. But the lovely cross there coming in from the right-hand side by Zulu. and that was a chance.
That was a good lead. That was a good lead up. That was a
In your mouth, time running out.
Lights out, top series is underway. Oh, that's a hit! Jamie Chadwick's made it! Oh, look at this! There's a change in the lead! And there's the move.
Head down and get up to the car in front.
Brilliant victory in the win for Emma Kimmerleinen. Alice Powell gets through to give her the championship lead. Jamie Chadwick retains her crown.
All right, Lawrence, those were the highlights of the first half. In case you missed the game, those were the highlights of the first half. That's your question concerning the penalty and the confidence levels for Ochumba Osike Luvanji.
Well, I think Ochumba is a professional, and penalties happen like that. But the problem is, I've seen. I think she's missed some more chances after that, and which is not good. The longer she will take to score a goal at this point in time will continue will affect her confidence levels. But as things are, I think she's good to go. And kudos to Misozi Zulu, who is actually throwing in very good crosses from the right side, from the right wing. And Ochumba really, on a good day, should have had 2 goals as we speak right now. But hey, it's football, and we hope for the best in the second half.
Do you think maybe Grace would have taken that penalty? He's a captain and he's a good penalty taker. Yes, he handed over the ball to Ochumba. Do you think maybe Grace would have taken that?
I think it's at that point where Grace probably felt she was not a good choice at that point, and that's why she handed the ball to Ochumba. But
Lawrence, maybe the skipper handed the ball to Ochumba because she was celebrating her birthday this week actually.
Yeah, birthdays, whichever way. At this point in time, you take every chance with both hands. You pick your best penalty taker at any point in time. This is for the nation and not a personal glorification kind of an event. So I think Grace should have thought probably she was not in the right mind or in the right stature to take that one, and felt probably Ochumba was the better taker at this point in time. So we can't talk about birthdays and personal gratifications at this point in time. What is important is Zambia scoring as a country, and which you are representing, and birthday celebrations should be aside from the tournament.
All right. If we check all the statistics, Lawrence, we are dominating in terms of the possession, and most of the first half we've camped into the Tunisian side. How important is ball possession at this stage, considering that we're going to the second half where we need to score?
The most important thing I can say for this team right now is they have been able to play what I always term the Zambian way, where I've seen a very good interchange of passes. I've seen them run around, and actually they look more more faster than they look too fast for the Tunisian side. And above all, I've seen them create openings up front, which is a very good thing. Now, ball possession in this aspect only plays a positive role for Zambia. It means that they have spent less time chasing for the ball and have spent more time having the ball, which is a good thing. And we have pushed forward most of the times, only leaving about 2 or 3 to man their striker, whom they are leaving alone. And at this point in time, what is even more impressive is that we are seeing Tunisia trying to play a counter-attacking kind of football where they are all camped in their own half and leaving only one player up front, and they're trying to play long balls to that lone player. And in most cases, we are able to cut them out before they even reach to her.
Talking of Tunisia, they were given a penalty by the referee. We saw the VAR overturn that penalty. Lawrence, take us through that opportunity for Tunisia.
Okay. Yes, there was contact with the hand. In my own opinion, there was contact with the hand, but you can see that the hand was actually on the side of her body. She was trying to block, giving the side towards the ball, and the ball somehow deflected from her body and touched her hand. To me, that can't be given, and the referee gave it and was told by VAR to go and check the monitor and confirm if that's what she thinks. And I think the referee made a very good call. That was never going to be a penalty, in my own opinion.
All right. To our viewers, we'll connect very soon to the second half. But before we do that, Lawrence, where should Zambia? Because you say the threat of Tunisia is counter-attack. How can we break that counter-attack, Lawrence?
Like we have done, we have kept, we have managed to keep their lone striker at bay as things stand. She has been surrounded by 2 or 3 at every given opportunity. We're talking about Sabrine Elogi, who's their lone striker up front as they continue doing their defensive duties at the back. So we keep on piling the pressure on them, and obviously leaving their striker, that is Sabrine, marked all the time. That way we keep them at bay. There is no two ways about it. It would take quite a lot of brilliance from her to overpower the defense that we've left her to handle at the back. So at this point in time, I only see Zambia scoring honestly this game, and if we don't score, then we draw. So it's a draw. It's a win or draw for Zambia at this point in time, and that is what I've seen so far. Unless things change in the second half, but so far we have really played the good game.
Just before we go, Lawrence, quickly, how is the performance of the Zambian goalkeeper Nelly?
Wow. I think she deserves a lot of applause, because even in the first half, remember, she did a lot of great heroics for us as we kept on handling the pressure from the Cameroonians. And this time around, I just love how accurate she is with her movements off the line. I love how she's distributing the ball and starting our attacks from the back. I just love how she's able to coordinate the defense, and I love the fact that she's able to communicate with the defense and give them instructions. That is a very important aspect for a goalkeeper, because if you cannot handle your own defense, it's very difficult to organize any other player in the team. The defense is actually where your duties start from. Make sure every time they are organized, and she is very good at that. She deserves a lot of plaudits, honestly.
And your word to our viewers, Lawrence?
My way to our viewers is keep following the game on Ubuntu, and we bring you the live feed from our links, and also make sure that you follow us as we talk about football every Friday, and also follow the programming on Ubuntu every day of the week.
All right, thank you very much. We're about to bring you the second half, and we'll be handing you over to our technical director so that you can watch the second half, and we'll come back for the full-time analysis. Don't go away.
The Zambians are really taking it to the Tunisian team right now. Mostly Oshumba.
Chanda. Good turn here, Chanda. May. There's a lovely ball whipped in by Oni. There's a handball decision there against Kabachi.
The last 5 minutes has been really, really good for the Zambia team. You can tell the urgency of this game. They want to really win this game, and the Tunisians have to be really careful. They have to be careful with this team because they are very, very direct team. They know what they want, and they're going for it.
Pepper. He's already been busy there. Temple. Just the ball back in, and this time it is Lumu. Was looking to have scored there for the Copper Queens. And still going, but what an opportunity once again. Zulu here. It is the Copper Queens currently exposing the Tunisians. Look at the ball whipped in here. Zulu was lurking around all alone. Only just couldn't quite see that Zulu was in there. And the corner kick at least for the effort, Copper Queens.
That was a great opportunity there for Zulu. That was a good, clear chance for her to take off. Unfortunately, again, the force was not there, and the goalkeeper was at the right position at the right time.
It's going to be a flat from Zulu into the far post, and this time Muchumbo goes in, calling for a handball decision. Pepper. Tempo gets it done. It is going to be another long way out there from Lushomo, the centre back. It's going to be a substitution there by the Tunisians, and so they're going to pull out Luji. Luji is now going to make way.
I can tell you the third half for the Zambia team from the opposition side has really, really good. Same effort there. That was a good one. But the goalkeeper was at the right direction.
Well, a change has been made there by the Tunisians. And so they have pulled out their striker, Sabrin Iluji.
Like I was saying, the Zambian coach, I think he has spoken to the players. Now the third half looks promising right now. The way they are moving the ball quickly and going behind the Tunisia defense line.
It's a bit of a problem there for the Tunisian goalkeeper. Meantime, Iluji, who played for 20 since 2009, having progressed from the academy into the first team in 2015, and she has a dual citizenship. She holds a Dutch passport as well, but Zulu's effort here, which was saved. Goalkeeper needed to dive to the right side to get the ball away in order to create a problem for himself, and the coach really applauding the effort there from the goalkeeper, Samuel Dosi. And so the introduction being made there by the Tunisians. Yasmin Jamili is in here. She's also a Turkish-based player. She formerly played for Etoile du Sahel. She replaces Luji Sabrin.
I think when it comes to head ball, it's really difficult for goalkeepers to handle. But you can tell Jabrini, she was at the right position at the right time. She was lucky with that because head ball is like it's no man's land for the goalkeepers.
So a midfielder being introduced to take out forward player. So Yasmin Jamei, an attacking player, comes in to see what she can actually bring to the table. She's just 23 years of age. Chanda. Well, the Copper Queens really have dominated the game and taken the game straight to the Tunisians.
They did, straight up. They did.
It's been difficult for the Tunisians to really get themselves out of their defensive line, and He'll be trying to come out. Only here. The effort blocked by Zulu.
The way the Zambia team, the way they recover back after they lose possession, is really, really impressive.
Anytime they see the balls, they try to also find space and hit this one wide there by the Tunisian attacking player, this Chudi here. Chudi was hoping that was going to cause a problem there. Imam Chudi, 23 years of age, who plays a club football for Abu Dhabi Country Club. So Chitundu, who started the first game, is now coming in to replace Misuzu Zulu. And so that's the change there coming from the Zambians. Chituli plays for Zesco United. "24 years. But the Tunisians would have to hit this one again as Nali with a save, a quality save there from the goalkeeper. And incredibly telling you that the game is now beginning to open up a little bit now. Only here sends it forward again. Chanda with that space. And now it is going to be Lungu's ball in forward. Mapepa. Now releasing Tembo on the left side. Lungu. Switch play looking for Mapepa again. The Tunisians will pick the paces now. They're playing just the one-man top, the Tunisians, allowing their top player, that's the centre forward there, Algi, to just be the only person there. So Kabachi and Jemaya now try to drop deep into midfield. So they will try to have a lot of men out there. And
you can see the Tunisia team, they're trying to take the midfield back from the Zambia team, which they're really doing nicely now, trying to move the ball quickly. Like I said earlier on, if you want to beat this Zambia team, you have to move the ball quickly because they actually recover on time. So it's difficult for you to beat them from the middle. But this time, the Tunisian team, they have actually taken the midfield from them. Unfortunately, the third half again, they've just missed the ball.
Chanda will be the player to pick this forward. Chanda here in the box. Chanda all alone looking for support. Mapepa just racing down there. And again, Ochumba didn't quite control the ball well. Chanda giving a chance again. Chanda looking for space. Lungu here. Can she try? No, she draws it back. Opportunity for the Copper Queens to hit long range. And now beginning to work the ball around the 18-yard box. And Uni would have to find a way to win back possession with the upper body strength. And here comes Uji. It is Tunisia beginning to now play the 1-2 top. Uji here goes to ground under the challenge here.
If you ask me, I think that's very important strategy right there. Otherwise, she's gone. That was a smart foul there. That was a smart foul. Yes.
Well, again, it's a smart foul that Musasi. And then again, the effort here that came in straight from Kabachi, which of course was saved there by Nali.
It was a great shot from Kabachi and a good positioning also for Nali. Nali did really well. And then she directed the ball to a safer place, which is good. You can tell that she has this experience because some goalkeeper will just drop the ball in a dangerous area, but she directed the ball to a safer place, which is good.
Yellow card to Agnes Musasi. And so it is Sabrine Mame here. Very experienced player. And she's behind this ball, whips it into the box. And now they would have to deal with it, but the flag had already gone up on the far side. If anything had happened, it's going to be
I think the
offside.
referee is going to allow them to continue because the Tunisian player didn't have contact with the ball. And you can see how relaxed and calm Nali was. This is what we want to see from goalkeepers. I think it boosts the players' confidence.
And this Mapepa Racing down, Ochumbo was waiting for that ball in the box, and Mapepa just wasting that opportunity. Once again, the Carthage Eagles not coming in. They seem to have found the confidence back after some lots play in the attacking play once again. They were a little bit lost, allow the Zambians to take advantage. And OG here, as the team begins to oil the attacking play and begin to push pressure, put some pressure there on the Copper Queens. And now they get another set piece. Just about a minute or so, I should say. It's one on the left, now one in the middle here.
I think this is a really, really dangerous position if they can hit the target. You can see the Tunisian, they're trying to take the ball to the Zambia team, knowing that they're going to foul them. So this is a tactical one right here. And this is what they want.
Well, they've been waiting for those fouls there, and they seem to have it currently.
Of course, we have to try to go past Mali again.
So far, there's been 8 shots on goal there to each side, and it's been 21 shots so far, 15 to the Copper Queens, and 6 to the Tunisians. It's been a total of 24 touches in the position area, 20 of them going to the Copper Queens, and now they have to deal with the set piece only just behind it, the left full back, and she hit the ball to the far post, and Nani excellently deals with it.
Nani's positioning in goal is really impressive, and the way she keeps the ball to herself nice and easy. You think it's kind of like when the ball comes wide, you think it's kind of easy, but the way she handles it, it makes it look easy, but it's not that easy.
It's Chanda. Mapepa with a bicycle kick here. Chanda. Oh, stolen away from her. It's been a little bit of a very nervy moment there for the Tunisians at the back. They have been struggling to deal with the situation, and that's the effort that came in from the left full back, Samia Oni.
I think this is like a psychological issue right now. You know, mostly when you're playing 0-0, you're not on top. You don't want to make mistake, and the more you think like, I don't want to make mistake, these things keep happening. So that's the point right now. They don't want to lose to Zambia, because they can tell like they're really, really aggressive right now. The way Zambia is, the way they're playing, and they don't want to lose this game because they want this opportunity to go to the next stage.
Here comes the ever hard-working left full back for the Copper Queens, Tembo. Martha Tembo, another Green Buffaloes player. It's been very tight midfield battle there between the two sides in terms of the runs in the opposition half, and Samia Onu here, she's also working hard. And the full backs for both sides have been doing some exciting job there. I'm talking about Martha Oni and that of Tembo here.
If you look at the way the Tunisian team, the way they're playing right now, even when they're like doing offensive play, you still see like two defensive midfielders sitting back, and there's no one in front to support the striker. That's to show that they are like panicking in a way because they don't want to open up.
It is Samia Oni committing a foul here, and gifting the Polos the opportunity to deal with this headpiece, and a paper here to execute that for the team.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is a dangerous position.
Yeah, we did see one scored by Uganda in yesterday's game against Morocco.
Yeah, we saw that classic goal.
Classic it was. We talk a lot of times about the team, and Sandra Mapepa plays for Lusaka Dynamo, 70 goals to finish top scorer of the National Women's League. Now she gets a chance.
If she can find the spot, it's really open for her to score. But she has to find the spot.
Pretty much offensive. She's got the pace, she's got the power now to deal with this one here for the Copper Queens. Shimara Mapepa with the huge task here. Ochumbo already missed a penalty, but she can also execute this one if she does want to execute it really well. And she has! She has!
I told you, left footers are really, really dangerous players.
Chucked up on her!
They are dangerous players. She's telling us that.
Certainly, she brings excitement back in the team. We've seen 2 set pieces executed.
Are you surprised? 17 goals from 15 games. And look at Nali. Nali, you remember what we said? She's celebrating alone.
Well, again, the Tunisians are not happy and are trying to get the referee's attention to go check the VAR. But I tell you what, this is the quality we're talking about. The decision whether the goalkeeper was impeded there, was she?
No.
Absolutely not.
She wasn't. You can tell Nali, she's celebrating on her own because that's a different position right there where you see goalkeepers, they are in their own world. She's really excited. So now it's game on.
That'll be a huge one there for the Copper Queens. I tell you what, that's an exquisite ball into the box there. She executed it beautifully.
Perfectly well. Excellent. That was a fantastic set piece.
We did see that from Sumaya Kumantele from Uganda. We've seen same position, perhaps a little bit of similarities in there. Left-footed into the top corner. It's a goal. Zambia can celebrate. Tunisia would have some bit of questions here. Now VAR would have to come in again and decide whether the goalkeeper was impeded, whether something happened in the box there, and we're just waiting patiently for that one.
If you ask me, I will tell you right now, nothing actually happened there, but the referee has to decide this one.
It is going to be an offside.
That's unbelievable. The player, she didn't have contact with the ball.
Oh. Huh. That's the decision here. The flag stayed down, and this is.
She didn't have contact with the ball. But like I said, the referee will decide. And she has taken a decision.
Well, so Mapepa's goal would not count here, still goalless. Wow. As we hit the 70th mark here, and it's been a bit dramatic in the game, isn't it?
Oh my God. I don't know what to say right now. I'm speechless because the player, she had no contact with the ball, and the ball went direct to the goalkeeper. But like we all know, the referee's decision is final.
But again, it was not about their decision. Men in the VR room also looked at the game, or perhaps the decision and the incident, and consulted.
But the player has nothing to do with the ball. She was offside. She didn't have contact with the ball.
No questions on that as well. Still an open game for both teams. Here comes Uchumba for the Copper Queens, lifting the ball up. And it's going to be Samia only here to Get the ball away. She's being challenged there by Grace Chanda. Chitundulu also playing a role in the game after being introduced. Savio Chitundu. Margaret Belemu. Also played for Lusaka Queens as well. Oh, Margaret Melomu did move to China to play for Shanghai Shengli, the right back. He was born in Lusaka, former Red Arrows player. And she's really manned the right foot back position pretty well.
Yeah, she's a tough mate. One thing I like about this Zambia team is that they don't let anything get to them. They are so tough mentally. And you can see the way they are still going. They want to win.
Good play here by Kabachi. Well, the Zambia side lost their practice match to Uganda by 5-0. Ever since they had their first opening game match against Cameroon, they've had some bit of confidence here, and that's exactly what they're showing almost everybody. It's not surprising. At least they were able to pick up that wonderful point against Cameroon, and here they are holding their own against Tunisia. Scored twice here, and of course they had opportunity with a penalty decision, which was not given. It was given actually where they missed it, and now they have a chance. Chanda is looking to hit this one from long range. Belemu here, the right back, trying to take on Samia Oni. Two players in conflicts, and it's going to be a goal kick.
Belemu, she has been really, really impressive. She's supporting the striker, trying to be that extra player. As you can see, she's won the ball, won the ball again, and she's trying to fight to support the strikers.
Just 25 years, Margaret Belemu. Back in 2018, she did play 3 matches in the Men's Cup of Nations. Well, this is the match where the top player, Aoji, has been really marked out. She hasn't really contributed enough in the second half as well, and not even the first half. It's been down to the exquisite work there by the centre backs over the Copper Queens in Lushumo, Vimba, and Musasi. They have done an excellent job there on the threats that the centre forward Mariam Uji possesses for the Tunisians. She's been totally out of the game today.
You can see even though the Tunisia team, they're trying to attack the Zambia team, you can still see like the defensive midfielder, they're not going up with the striker. So how are they going to score from there? I'm trying to figure this out now because they're not opening up and they're not going forward.
Yes, Kabachi. Again, it's been looped forward. And here comes the centre back who committed a foul, Arnie, early on in the first 45 minutes, which gifted the team Zambians a penalty. And she's been doing a job there. A bit of a confusion there in the defensive areas there with Chama Bassi communicating well with the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper actually told her to leave the ball, but she doesn't want to take any chances there. Especially when you have 15 minutes to go, you don't want to give any room for error. So it's better to play the ball to the side and then we start all over again, which she has done.
Pepper goes in heavily on Arnie here. Chanda picks it up. Tempo. So the Copper Queens are really have been entertaining the fans in the stands watching. Chanda again. She's always in a very good areas there. Lungu looking for an effort here, and it is going to be a final touch on Chumba. Aoni was trying to clear the lines, and the ball ricocheted the body of Chumba there, going to Tunisians' favour.
Chumba, she has been really creative. Another opportunity missed there.
Here comes Miriam. Zambia looks subdued and without any of their verve they displayed when they knocked the Indomitable Lionesses out of the Olympic Games qualifiers. Well, their preparation for this particular competition had been in the absence of their skipper and star striker Barbara Banda for unexplained medical reasons.
But they still look at a strong mate there, because you can tell what they did to the Cameroon team. They are like a giant killer.
Yeah, they are. Well, just gone out of the line there for a corner kick. Well, the centre backs really have worked out to Shomo Vimba. About what she's been able to do for the side in this competition. And here comes Amame. Again, she's been been shifted away.
This is how you defend. You try to force your opponent. Try to stay calm.
Very interesting. I tell you what, Richard, really interesting here. The Tunisians seem to have lacked ideas and lost confidence in themselves. This is not the same side that won handsomely against Togo.
Even the coach knew that it wasn't going to be an easy game, because this Zambian team, they are really, really tough to deal with.
Kabachi.
Also the defense line.
It's a long ball, looking to find space here. Shumo. For Chumba. Again, ball taken away from her. Fighting for almost every ball there. The Zambians doing a good job and making sure that they make sure the Tunisians are not really coming in to overall them in this game.
I'm not surprised, because they really need this game. And you can tell by the way they're playing, they're really fighting really hard to get something from this game.
Exactly what you're doing. Alain was balling again. It's Mapepa. Mapepa now. It is a good job there, Mapepa. Sends it wide. Gonna kick it is.
Mapepa, she has been really, really phenomenal in this game. Trying to drop the ball in the right place in the post. Trying to look for a shot.
It's going to be a substitution here for the Tunisians. So they really are trying as much as possible to drop deep Chudi. And so Imam Chudi is going to be replaced by Leila Makoun.
Do you think we're going to find a goal in this game?
It depends on what happens. We are into the last 10 minutes of the game here. So the substitution coming in from the Tunisians. So here's the introduction of Leila Makoun. Paris-born, represented France at youth level, former Paris Saint-Germain player, played only one season for the senior team. And the ball in again, this time it's been picked up nicely by Shlama Jabrani.
This is what we want to see from your goalkeeper. This is her territory, and she really handled it really well. Come, get the ball, and then everyone is safe.
Trying to get the ideas there from the Tunisian coach Samuel Dosi, taking out attacking play and bringing on attacking midfielder, now on a striker. Means that they're still fighting for that vital goal there, the Tunisians.
They want to win because if they win, you know what it means. Because this will be another breakthrough for the Tunisian women's team. So they really want to go to the next stage. And this is another opportunity for them to do that.
Well, this the foul that committed by the substitute who was introduced into the game, Aveli Chitundu.
Shanda, what a prolific player. She has been everywhere on the pitch, trying to make things happen.
Well, it's understandable to see that Zambia were the very first team to arrive in Morocco for the Women's AFCON here.
Yeah, they really wanted to come in early and then get settled to the environment, the weather, and everything. These little stuff are very important when it comes to football.
Good play here, Malemu. Now Tunisia. The PSD are pretty much urgently looking for a goal there. They've been pretty much quiet there. Kabachi getting possession of the ball and then not too sure again what the plan was in terms of dealing with that situation. It's been an interesting and dramatic game here we've had.
Yeah, mostly when you see you have like less than 10 minutes to go, you see that thing psychologically. They don't. If you ask them, they won't even know that they are doing these things right now because they don't want to lose. So if you don't want to lose, you have to defend properly. And even when you have the opportunity to go, you see the defensive midfielder that's sitting behind because they don't want to give any space because they know the Zambia team, they are really dangerous when it comes to attacking.
Well, the experience that the Copa Queens bring to the table here has to do with the performance at the Olympic Games back in Japan.
You can see that this team can easily score anyone. They scored Netherlands 3, even with the fact that they conceded 10 goals.
Still got that energy to push forward.
This is a team that doesn't give up until the referee says it's going to win. They will fight to the end. They always do.
A bit of confusion here when the goalkeeper for the Tunisians thought the ball was rather the Zambian player who just had the final touch on the ball and she allowed the ball to roll over. Now she conceded the corner kick and Chanda would have to deal with it.
Is it that split second, that decision? Even if she's not sure, she'd have just taken it because you don't want to give this kind of opportunity to your opponent at this time of the game.
And if you look at the run of the Tunisian goalkeeper, it appears she really has a problem with the right thigh there. Another corner kick to the far post. Then she comes out. She's been clapped down. The referee thought it was a legal tackle. Meantime, here it's going to be an opportunity. It goes back wide here for the Tunisians to have a reprieve. Shumo here. And she collected the goalkeeper as well.
I expected the referee to protect the goalkeeper, but unfortunately, yeah, that was a foul there.
Going to the last 5 minutes of the game here in Group B, first game of the group this evening. It's the goalless. Penalty missed. Free kick scored, denied through VAR decision. Two glaring opportunities for the Copa Queens who have thought that they were going to win this game. Gone just under the nose, they've seen it happen. Cho, Chanda. Oh, lovely here, Chanda. And again, Ochomo trying from that luck. Lungu lifting the ball down. Katongo here bringing it back. And still, Copa Queens, Tembo lifting the ball deep in and allowing the goalkeeper to come out to make that save.
That was it. That was a build-up play from the Zambia team. That was really, really, really good. That was a good build-up.
One of the things you see is that the Tunisian goalkeeper really is not been able to hit the ball, really dip into the position half. And anytime she does that, she gives the ball away to the Zambians. So always get Grace Chanda to come in using the upper body strength to pick the ball up and with their way through. And yet again, it's been pretty much scrappy there for the Tunisians. Kabachi eventually getting them off. Ayandi with this long ball into the opposition half.
I think she has been really struggling, even with the heat and everything. Otherwise, I don't expect goalkeepers to kick the ball to the middle of the field, because now your midfielders, they have to struggle for the game, for the ball. I expect her to play the ball to the side, even if she can't kick the ball properly. Just play the ball to a safe place, not to the middle of the pitch.
Well, the Zambians do have a passing accuracy of 65% as compared to 62% of that of the Tunisians. And they've had 191 passing in the half of the Tunisians, the Zambians. It's only been 173 passing movements from the Tunisians inside the Zambian half. Tell you what, the Zambians have had 105 passing accuracy in the final third of the Tunisians, as against 76 for Tunisia. So the Zambians really have dominated this game.
Of course, you can tell the way they are playing. The Tunisians, they sat back and then they're just absorbing all the pressure from the Zambia team. If this game ends goalless, they still have the chance. It's an opportunity for them to go to the next round. So they're not ready to let out right now.
Makes it interesting again that the Zambians have had a total of 21 crosses into the box of Tunisia. And Richo, Tunisians have already had 2 crosses in the box of Zambia.
I think I expect them to utilize these chances, which they've already wasted a lot today, apart from the penalty and then the goals that was disallowed, the free kick.
Bit of a problem there for the Tunisians. They have Kabachi down, and she has to be attended to with the player spotting the 7th shirt. Just indicate to you that Kabachi here with the tackle with Katongo here.
She has been really, really impressive today. One of the most important players in the team. Very prolific player.
Well, Kabachi is of she was born to a Nigerian mother, and the father comes from Tunisia as well. So she actually could decide to represent Algeria, but she chose to it's too late for her to do that anyway. But she loved the father so much that she decided to play for Tunisia.
I don't think she would like to try the Gusi this time. Or the Mai.
Well, she was definitely one of the players relied upon here in the competition, Kabachi. Ella Kabachi. We exhausted the 90 minutes. We are waiting to find out what happens at additional time. This will be a game that the Copper Queens will feel they dominated and had scored some goals, and really believe that the set piece executed there by Mapepa should have stood. They had a penalty again blasted wide by Ochuma. Chanda taking off their feet. And here comes the left back, blast the ball wide. We're doing 4 minutes of at a time.
You know, like I said, with this Zambia team, don't count them out. And you have to wait until the referee say it's game over. So you know that, okay, they can score again. Mostly when the Shuma is on the pitch.
Well, they give balls away in very vital areas there, the Tunisians. Tunisians preparing to make 2 changes here in the game. Seeing the performance being whittled down by the ever stubborn Zambian side. Pretty stubborn in the game, the Zambians. They really have proven that their draw with Cameroon was not a fluke. Maintained that performance Temple with the long ball in here. And this time, it's an opportunity and it has been hit in. And it is the Copper Queens.
Do not cut them out.
They have been waiting for this moment. And they seem to have gotten it eventually. Their effort rewarded. Their fight eventually been given the victory they deserve. And the Copper Queens deserve this one, don't they?
They do. I told you, never count this team out until the referee say it's game over. They will fight to the end. What a goal. What a goal. Look at that. I think the Tunisia team, they're heartbroken right now. Oshumba is always there.
Well, I tell you what, they have to give credit down to the captain with that final header there. But what a touch it was from Avail Chitundu, who scored this beautiful goal there for the side. She sat on the bench and came back on in the second half. And Avail Chitundu, the Zesco United player, eventually gifting the Copper Queens opportunity to take the lead in this game and their first goal in this tournament. And a change eventually has to come in there from the Tunisians to see if they can reply. Yasmina Bohami playing a club football in Germany. Back now, Sumaya Lamira get the chance to also come in here.
I can tell you right now, this group is officially open.
What a goal it was, what a time to get this goal, and it's going to be an opportunity. Grace Chandler really getting a second goal. Nakashi! Oh no! Ha. Oh, my word. Oh.
What a miss.
I told you that the right thigh, and she's got a problem there. The right foot is not working. She's not able to hit the balls in. And I'm not too sure what the issue was. She cannot just get the ball deep into the attacking areas. The Tunisian goalkeeper, Shalami Jabrani.
That was a great opportunity there for Shumba to bury this game.
Before the game, the government had thrown its massive support behind the Copper Queens. They have spoken about the resilience of the team. They are really proving beyond every doubt that the team that qualified and made it to the Olympic Games, the team that shook almost everybody, the team that took out the indomitable Lionesses, the team that drew goalless with indomitable Lionesses in the first game, has made it by way of beating the team again that was flying high with a 4-1 win against Togo. It is the Copper Queens who have the opportunity to score a late goal against Tunisia, and so they go top on the group table. Crestfallen face, disappointment it is there for the Tunisians, and that's happened at the end of the game. It is Zambia 1, Tunisia 0.
Thank you so much for joining us for this live broadcast. And obviously, it is Zambia beating Tunisia by a lone goal to nil. Now, a lot of talking points in this game, and it's so surprising, and actually so much a sweet victory for us that we have managed to beat Tunisia by this goal. Thanks to that late winner. Now, biggest talking point in the second half was Zambia's goal being chopped off after that wonderful free kick that we scored, but could not stand because it was coined as offside. But Thiomala Mapepa, what a wonderful strike from her left foot, and finding the net from the right hand side of the goal, and from hitting it with the left foot and scoring, but could not stand because it was adjudged to be offside. In my opinion, that was never an offside because the player did not interfere with any play, nor did she even impede the goalkeeper as such. To me, that goal should have stood. But all the same, Zambia got some sort of justification at the end of it all. Awesome stuff there, and wow, there's just so much. There's just so much splendor in that team. I want to focus first and foremost from Hazel Natasha Nali, our goalminder, who has made awesome saves today. Splendid, splendid, splendid. And there is nothing we can take away from her performance today. I think, to me, she deserves to be the man of the match because of her saves and also the distribution. We spoke about this at halftime, that Hazel is becoming a very important piece of the jigsaw in this Zambian team. Now, where do we stand in the group? Zambia goes straight to the top of the group, leading the chase with 4 points and having a goal difference of one, having won this one 1-0 and drew the previous game against Cameroon by no goal, actually 0-0, I should say. Then we also happen to have now Tunisia in second place, who beat Togo in the previous match by 4-1, and currently stand with a goal difference of 2. Then obviously Cameroon with a point, and Togo with no point, having to play later on in the game. Ruben, over to you.
Thanks, Lawrence. Good analysis. I can't take away anything from you. But one thing that you did not mention is that Avio Chitundu is the goal scorer for that goal. Brilliant goal. She was active and she was waiting for the ball at any time. It arrived on her. She took the chance, and here we are. We are celebrating. Unfortunately, Lawrence would have won 2-0 in this game. One goal was chopped off. A questionable offside, indeed. A questionable offside, Lawrence. For me, it's a goal. If Zambia didn't
To
score
me,
that,
to me it's a goal as well. Actually, we look at this. There is, it's a possible offside for sure. It is a possible offside, but what we look at in this situation is, did the player in the offside position impede the goalkeeper? The answer is no. Did the player in the offside position actually disturb the visual line for the goalkeeper towards the ball? The answer still stands no, in my own opinion. That goal should have stood.
all right. I want us to interact with our viewers, Lawrence. I hope my director will share the link in the comments so that you can have as many people as possible to comment how the game went, how the game was according to their side, what they saw, what should we improve on going to the next game. We'll be playing Togo, and we'll be watching the second game as well, Lawrence. We need to see who is going to win between Togo and Cameroon, Lawrence. Another
Yeah.
great encounter.
Best case scenario is actually having Togo win. That would be the best case scenario. In fact, the best case scenario in at this point is if the two teams can draw. it will keep us right in the driving seat for this group. Worst case scenario is if Cameroon actually manage to win by more than one goal difference in the game. Now, if that happens, that means Cameroon take charge of the group and Zambia goes back to second. Now, knowing that in this scenario, knowing that Togo has lost, they will automatically be out of the race. Now, what remains is a three-horse race, which we have Tunisia, Zambia, and Cameroon starting from the third. Now, that means that all these three teams have got a very good chance of actually coming through and winning the group come the end of the third match day for this group. That means that if Tunisia wins, they have 6 points. That means Tunisia can only actually beat Cameroon, who they face in the next game. So if Cameroon wins, they actually even extend their lead and leaving us with a challenge of beating Togo with a bigger goal difference for us to take charge. Because what is important for me is that we take charge of this group going to the quarterfinals. We are better off winning this group, and that will give us a better opponent in the quarterfinals. I think, Ruben, you are muted.
All right. I was saying the link has been shared, Lawrence, to our viewers. Please come and join us in the studios. We want to hear your analysis as well. You've heard from my end. You've heard from Lawrence's end. It's now your time to tell us how the game was. Where do you think we can improve? Lawrence, one of the things that we need to worry is that we wasted a lot of chances.
We wasted a lot of chances, and it's really a worrying point for me. And I said this at halftime. We should have actually, this game was easy, 3-0, 4-0 kind of a game, easy peasy. But somehow, if we count how many chances we missed, uh, they are just too numerous. Actually, kudos to Chitundu for that late goal, and kudos to actually the captain, Grace Chanda, for that wonderful assist. In fact, I kept on hearing the coach in the background calling out to Gile as he would call Grace, which shows that this is just something that was very important, and she was one of the most important parts of the gameplay altogether. And Gile, to some extent, delivered with that assist, and Zambia carries all 3 points home.
So should we call Gile as a super as Captain Fantastic?
Gile is definitely Captain Fantastic, though I had issues with her earlier on before the goal. Actually, football is very funny. You can have an awful game altogether and then do something wonderful in the final minute, and everybody seems to forget all the awful things you have done in the game. But I think Grace had numerous opportunities to hit the ball on goal, but delayed and dilly-dallied in all those opportunities. And I think we needed more from her. I don't know. Probably I kept on wondering. Probably she's not feeling she's in her shooting boots today. That she even handed over the penalty to Ochumba earlier in the first half. But all the same, she delivered with an assist, and kudos to her. But for me, the man of the match still remains Hazel Natasha Nali. Awesome performance from her.
Even in women's football, Lawrence, is it man of the match or woman of the match?
Player of the match. POM.
All right. There's a lot of talk concerning. All right. It seems someone has joined us in the studios. Good evening. Hi. Good evening. right, we've lost. Right, we seem to have lost one of the people who had joined us in the chat room. If you want to join us, there's a link in the comment section. Just look for it, then click on the link. You'll be able to join us live in the studio. Lawrence, I was saying before the game, Tunisia was a favorite. Looking at the previous game they played with Togo, but when from the start of the game, they never looked like as a favorite to actually even to qualify to the next round, Lawrence.
Actually, I remember in the first half when you asked me what I saw was going to be what I thought was going to be the outcome of the match. I said I saw a scoring draw, and the reason for that was I saw how they demolished Togo in the previous match, and I thought they'll come with that prowess. And I also gave Zambia a chance because I saw them concede a very silly goal to Togo, where they ended up winning 4-1, but they really demolished Togo in the first half, especially. And I thought that is the intent that they will bring in this match. But after watching the first half, at halftime, I said that it's only Zambia that is likely to score in this game. If we don't score, then it will be a 0-0 kind of an arrangement. And I was proved right again, because what I saw was Tunisian side struggling to temper with our back line. The Tunisian side that was struggling to create clear-cut chances, unlike what they did against Togo. And now, when we scored that goal, which was cut out, I saw Tunisia actually apply a handbrake on their team today, and they started playing delaying tactics. You see the goalkeeper trying to waste time. You see them delay to start the ball. Yeah, you see them delay, take their set pieces and all that. At that point, I felt Zambia had the chance at this point. In fact, I was talking to myself thinking, if I was the coach, this is the time I would actually increase the number of players up front and probably push out from the wings, push the wingers into the midfield so that we can concentrate our players up front, because I saw a Tunisian side that was just barely trying to get a draw, and that's all they wanted, but it didn't work out.
Didn't work out indeed. Shall we go to the comments, Lawrence? Let's read some of the comments that came through during the broadcast, during the game. All right, we've got one of the viewers in our chat room. Good evening. Again, seem to have lost it.
Hello?
Hi, good evening, sir. We can get you. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine, and how are you?
Thanks. Please introduce yourself and then give us your analysis of the game.
This is Luanga Jeremiah. The Copper Queens are playing very well. I like the style of play. Though I was very much disappointed with the disallowed the goal, because there was no contact either with the ball or a goalkeeper. But I can't see why it was ruled out. That was a belt, a free kick, and I can see one of the Southern African countries to play final. I'm very sure about that.
Oh, okay. So you're predicting that we'll go all the way up to the final?
Yes, we will reach. Why not? Look at the style of play, and I can tell you, if we had a full squad, we would have massacred them nicely. But thank God that we are trying to also give chances to others, because as fans, we had a lot of doubts because we expected bigger names. But look, because of the team spirit which has been instituted by these guys, I'm very happy, because we are not counting on few players. We have pool of players who can showcase their skills. They can play nice football, passing football, good attacking. I guess the coach did well, because I guess he talked to the players to go behind the defenders of Tunisia. We were attacking. Belem was nice. everyone was pushing, and I'm happy that we have done so well.
All right.
Jeremiah, I
Yes,
just
yes.
want you to point out. Would you mind naming one player you feel was the player of the match?
Okay, it is hard for me. But Lushoma was so comfortable. Sorry to say so. She was very comfortable. She was distributing food passes nicely. For me, I think she deserves much. For me, she's the one. Sorry to say so. To go for the defender.
All right.
Awesome.
Don't go anywhere, Mr. Jeremiah, because we've got Mr.
Yeah.
Kafimbi. Let's also hear from Mr. Kafimbi. Good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
Good to see you. I know you're following the game all the way from Australia. Give us, how was the game?
I watched it from the first second to the last one. The Arabs, of course, they've got an upper hand in trying to manipulate people. That's why our goal was disallowed. That was a pure goal. No impediment. There was no impediment. There was no obstruction. That was a pure goal, a free kick taken that went in. But those things are expected. The play. The previous speaker there. A Southern African team is going to the finals. Be it Zambia or South Africa, we're in different groups. We are going to the finals. A Southern African team, looking at the level of play. It will be difficult in the Arab world, but we shall struggle and we shall survive. But for football, now, if you want to enjoy football, KK11, Zambia National 11, Zambia what? Hey, don't die of a heart attack. Watch the Copper Queens.
Okay.
You know that you're going to survive.
I want to get a comment from you on one aspect of the game where, in the first half we had the penalty missed. In the second half we had a goal and chopped off, and
Yes.
all those missed chances. How do you look at the mentality of the players after having to go through all that emotions and experiences throughout the game and come and score a winner in extra time?
That's what I'm talking about. The way the girls are composed. If it was the men, they would have disbanded. One would have been running this way, one would have been running the other way, and one would have been doing what. But if you look at the girls, they did not, they knew that everything was against them, and they said, they stayed as a team. They stayed as a team. Like you are saying, it happened. The penalty was disallowed. Everything went against them, but they stayed as a team. But that's what teamwork is. That's why I'm saying, if you want to stay as the Copper Queens, if you want to watch football in Zambia, watch the Copper Queens. Then you're going to enjoy football. The other one, we don't know where it's going. But this one, it's full direction. I thank you for that. Am I okay to leave you?
No, before you go,
yes.
These ladies have been promised good bonuses once they win a game, and when you change it to Zambian kwacha, it's equivalent to almost 350,000 kwacha. Do you think this is a motivation for them?
The money that they have been told that they are going to be given, first of all, is a one games play for other players in other countries. That is not the motivation for the Zambian players. The motivation is just for them to carry the flag. That's what people should understand. The people that they are playing against, that match that they are playing against, that match that they are playing in, the people that they are playing, probably for them to make that money, it will take them 1 year. So we really have to sympathize and see other ways that we can support these ladies with. And probably the ladies haven't got that gist of money which is destroying the men's soccer team. They still probably just believe in them being themselves and playing to build the women's soccer. The men are now probably thinking about money. How can I be popular? I can now be the next Sunzu. I can now be the next what? But the women are still playing. That's why you see that dedication in the soccer from the women. So don't think about the money. None of them is thinking about the money. I end there.
All right, thanks, Mr. Jeremiah.
Thank you.
You say the guys are playing very well. How important is it in terms of exposure? Oh, unfortunately, Mr. Jeremiah has gone. Lawrence, let me give you this question. How important is it, as in terms of exposure for these ladies? They are playing very well. Do you think from this tournament they are flying all of them to Europe?
I can't say all of them are going to fly to Europe and the like, but we should see a good number of them getting deals out of the country, not necessarily Europe. Some may go South Africa, some may go, I'm sure the same Arab countries are always looking for talent as well, because there is money there is more money actually pumped into their leagues. But all the same, I'm seeing a good exposure. The performance today, especially our goalkeeper, I don't think we are seeing the goalkeeper in the local league for long now. I think we should see her going somewhere else, because the performance has been awesome. Actually, you would even hear the commentators are praising her, how she was parrying the ball away from danger areas and all that. But all the same, we are exporting, and that's what is important.
All right, Lawrence, at this stage, we need to apologize to our viewers who are watching us on Facebook and they are commenting. Unfortunately, we're unable to get your comments live on this chat. This is beyond our control. But you can join the link. You can join this chat by clicking on the link, and you are going to join this chat live here in Ubuntu Studios. Now, Lawrence, you talked of the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper can confirm with you that he's not in Zambia, actually plays in a Turkish league. Mr. Jeremiah, I was asking you a question. Do you think from this tournament, most of our ladies are going to join the European leagues?
Of course, that one is not something that we can even doubt, especially that they have been given a very good environment to explore their skills. I can see 3/4 of ladies to start going now in Europe. Like we have seen the likes of Barbara Banda, Kundananji. Trust me, a lot of them, especially that I can mention the few, of course, but like our defenders, they are doing fine. They are doing fine. They are doing fine, and we expect to see them shining now away, because that's the goodness of WAFCON, because the whole world is able to see their skills, their intelligence. I'm so happy today. I never expected them to play such kind of thing.
And Ruben, just one aspect I want to talk about. Earlier on, I was asking our previous guest in the studio about the mentality of the team, and having gone through a roller coaster ride. Because look, I want you to understand that we are at a stage where a lot has been happening for this team. There has been so much talk even before the game started about the Barbara issue, where we are seeing CAF and Faz throwing the ball in each other's court. No, it was this one's fault. No, it was the other person's fault. It was the other party's fault, and it's been juggling like that throughout the day. Actually, it's what the news has been. There has been no one even remembering to wish this team all the best, because everybody has been preoccupied with the issues to do with Barbara's eligibility tournament. And coming into this game, we saw a team that came that was coming into this game, a lot of happenings, all that. So
Hold your thought,
that is the
Lawrence.
trend.
Just hold your thought. Mr. Evans, just mute your mic. I'll come back. I'll come to you. We're getting a feedback, so just mute your mic, Mr. Evans.
Okay.
Check whether it's mic, then you just mute it. Then when you start speaking, you can unmute that. Yeah, thanks. Lawrence, you can continue.
All right. Welcome, Mr. Evans, by the way, and good to have you. So what I'm trying to say is that today the whole sports world in Zambia was busy focused on Barbara's issues and how CAF and FAS have been throwing the ball in each other's court. But at the end of the day, this team came through and put out that outstanding performance. 1-0 is the final scoreline, but it should have been more. Honestly speaking, it should have been really, really much more. Probably 3 or 4 goals scored in that game. But either way, 3 points is what is important, and we carry the 3 points in the bag. And job done. Looking forward to the Togo game now.
Good evening, Mr. Evans. Welcome to Ubuntu Sports. Give us your analysis of the game. How was it? We've won 1-0. And how did you celebrate the goal?
Thank you so much. The game was good. The game was. Thank you so much. I'm getting the game was good. Background.
I suspect you are using headsets, and the headsets are not doing you good. Kindly use your device mic.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, Can you hear me? I'm getting background like.
Okay. Are you still on your Facebook or your YouTube?
Background like. Yes.
Are you still? Okay. So close this. Then just remain on the studio.
Yes.
Are you still? Okay. So close this. Then just remain.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yes, we can.
We are good now.
Oh, okay, great. The game was so good. It was so nice, entertaining. Though I was not happy with the disallowed goal. That was a clear goal because I understand that player for Zambia didn't even touch any ball. That ball was just from the player. It went direct. I don't know what type of decision was that. It was really shocking from the referee. I was shocked. Yeah, but nevertheless, the game was so good. I was so impressed with the leadership from our goalkeeper Nali. She really provided leadership from the start. You could see her, shouting names, putting people, hey, number 2, hey, this. It was so impressive because she was so composed. She really showed leadership today. So for me, I think she's the man of the match. She really brought the experience in her to show leadership. And if you look from the team so far, I think Zambia has a better defenders. The coordination of Lushomo, Mapepe, and Martha Tembo and Belem, they really coordinate well. So going forward, I'm so confident with our defense. I'm so confident. We just like a bit of. If you looked in the first half, we were a bit slow in attacking. But when we came the second half, I don't know what the coach told the ladies. You could see when we attack fast, and then if we lose the ball, we recover quickly. And it was difficult for Tunisians to just get into the ring side of our side. It was difficult. We really played well.
Actually, Evans, I agree with you. I saw a very good pressing intensity from the team. Every time they lost the ball, they will try to
Yes.
get the ball back as quickly as possible. Now, I want you to help me understand from your aspect which passage of play really gave you a good vibes about this team? What exactly happened, and what did you see? What do you think? What do you think was the motivating factor? I would love to hear that from you.
The motivating factor is even when the goals, like when we lost, when Ochumba missed the penalty in the team came back, started attacking again. If you look after the penalty and then the free kick, when the free kick was scored and it was disallowed, but still you can see the team kept fighting. The spirit just like, they knew that, okay, we are going to win this game. Under what we are going to win this game. And you see, I like Mapepe. Mapepe, she was she
It was
gave
my
tough
paper
time
for
that
you.
side. Yeah, she gave tough time. I'm telling you today, I was so happy. You could see when they get the ball in behind, you could tell like, okay, you're able to read where it is going. You see, so it was good.
And on a lighter note, Mr. Evans, how did you celebrate the goal? Sorry for me, I just found myself standing.
People were just wondering, what this man is shouting. I was just shouting. I just felt like we deserve it. No way we deserve it. I was going to be worried if we went for a draw. So I knew that even before, after that free kick, I knew that Zambia will score anytime because we were able to see how we're creating, how we're just tormenting them. Like the defenders will get the ball, they know where to press. When they get the ball, they know where to kick from. So they know here we need a goal. And it came. I liked our captain Chanda. Though in the first half I was a bit not happy with her. In the first half, she could easily release the ball to others when they are in the better position. But in the first half, I see that she was delaying. Sometimes she's in a better position, but to release the ball or to shoot, it was difficult. And then they grabbed it. But at least in the last minute, second half, she came on board. She was able to to create some chances, and you saw how we scored. It was from Grace Chanda assist, and then our substitute came on the spot to deliver us. I'm confident 100% that Togo, even when they are sitting, they know that we are out. We have a 3 points against Togo, and we are going into quarterfinals. That one I know. So the business is from Cameroon and Tunisia to decide for themselves. As we have gone, this was a must win, and we have done that. I don't have any problem with Togo. Togo are beatable.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Evans. Please don't leave. Don't leave. We'll still have to have a chat with you just
and also
behind the
one point
scenes.
is
Just hold on,
another
Mr.
point.
Evans.
Okay.
Mr. Evans, we'll continue the chat just behind the scenes. Okay. Lawrence, I'm
All
giving
right.
you. Can you have your closing remarks before we go?
My closing remarks will obviously be to congratulate the team for that bravery, for that gift, the spirited mentality, for that awesome performance, and everything that took place. Hope for the best in the next game, and I think the least I can give this team is a semi-final appearance, and hopefully they have proved to Africa at large that that draw against Cameroon was not a fluke. It was a well-deserved point. So, and hope to see the viewers next time.
All right. Thank you very much, Lawrence, and thank you very much to our viewers. Please don't forget to like the page, to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to follow us also on Twitter. This has been Ubuntu Sports. We are carrying live games for COSAFA and Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Remember to like the page and to follow us, and also to watch Ubuntu Sports every Friday. Otherwise, from us, that's where we end tonight's edition of Ubuntu Sports. Good night and God bless.